Well, hello everyone. No, I did not just get back from Walmart. I was simply wearing a piece of protective equipment that's needed whenever you're doing any sort of sanding. And my wife actually recently has done some sanding on a table that she's refinished, and that's actually the project that I want to show you today. It involves a little sanding, a little min wax, and a little hard work. Now I know what you're thinking. Somehow, Ethan, you have put on a hat. The answer is yes. You see, I have to watch my own videos as I'm editing them, and I realized that when I was recording the barn door episode that it was not as dynamic and as engaging as I wanted it to be. So I thought I would come back and do a little narration for this table episode because it's a really big deal to get a new kitchen table. The conversation went a little something like, I think I want a new table. This one is $1,200. Nope, too expensive. Not doing it. And chairs are really the deal breaker here. Well, I found one on Facebook Marketplace, thank you Mark Zuckerberg, for $125. And all we have to do is go pick it up. It's a table, all wood, authentic wood, and 6 chairs for $125. Let's go. So we hop into the Batmobile, aka the minivan, and we go to pick up this table and chairs. We get it. We bring it back, it's in great condition. Phenomenal. I, being a person that likes to take the easy way from time to time, decided I was going to try a chemical wood stripper to try to take off the coating on the table and chairs. What I've learned is that sanding is not exactly fun, and I wanted to try to minimize as much work as I could on that front. So I found this wood stripper product that was organic, that was supposed to smell like citrus, and I followed the instructions. I did everything right, and it did not work the way I wanted it to. It was a lot of work, it made a huge mess, and it did not actually do as well as I thought it should. So my wife decided to embark on the quest of sanding everything down. So this $125 table and chairs legitimately has a ton of blood, sweat, and tears in it. So the main reason why we decided to sand the table and chairs down is that in times past we've had certain products that we've worked on, or certain chairs or tables or things like that were finished previously, that when we painted over that finish, the paint just did not adhere to it like it needed to. So we knew going into this that we needed a good firm base for our paint to be able to adhere to. So my wife went through the process of sanding everything down, and after we finished sanding everything down, we stained the top, as you can see, and we also painted the bottom as well as the chairs. A couple key points here. We have had very good success with using something called pre-stain before we apply stain. I want to emphasize, I'm not sponsored. If somebody wants to sponsor me, I will sing your praises, because let me tell you what, I have no sponsors and I would love a sponsor. But we're not sponsored by anybody. So the logo you see on my hat, the item you might see on a can from time to time saying Minwax, no one is paying me money to sponsor them. I've just always used Minwax products. And what I have seen is that using the Minwax pre-stain before staining makes a huge difference in the finish of the wood. You just follow the directions on the can and it's really great. We also like the Minwax Dark Walnut and Red Mahogany stain colors. And I've put some links to these products in the description of the video, so if you want to check them out, you can. Minwax is exclusive to Lowe's, but you can buy it off of Amazon if you're interested in trying it out. And the last step that we do whenever we're staining something is, of course, sealing it. And we find that the Helmsman Polyurethane is a really good product that we've had great success with. It's more durable than a lot of the other polyurethane finishes that we've tried in the past. So yes, adding that polyurethane does give your products a better finish and should hold up longer and stay looking well longer. One item that I do want to mention is that when you are using the same brush and the same can of polyurethane over a stained surface as well as a painted surface, sometimes that polyurethane and that paintbrush will pull up some of the stain, and when you go to apply that polyurethane to protect your painted surfaces, it will add a darker color finish to your painted surfaces. So if that's what you're going for, if you want more of an antique look, then that's great. But if that's not what you're going for and you're wanting more of that clean look, what you want to do is either use a separate brush and a separate can of polyurethane, or you just want to pour some of that polyurethane out before you get started into a separate container so that you can seal your stained and painted surfaces separately. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. If you like the content that I'm putting out, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, like the video if you enjoy what you've seen here. Hope that something that I've shared will be useful to you, and you can find links to the materials that we use to refinish the table and chairs in the description of the video. Thanks. See you later.
No one cared who I was until I put on the mask.